Good morning. How are you today? Well, it's nice. It's windy. It's sunny. It was supposed to rain. Who can complain? It's Friday. Everything is marvelous. The president the other evening, I think, gave a tremendous speech, both talking about his accomplishments and where we're going to go from there, and not attacking anyone, inviting people who don't want to cooperate with them, giving them every chance so that when they fail, if they do, and it's likely they will, they got no place to hide because he gave them the opportunity to be involved. And they just want to buy in for, a nickel or a dime rather than actually solve anything. In fact, if it was to be described as anything, it would be a continuation of the McConnell do-nothing Congress, because the only reason we're here is to give more money to Wall Street, and we don't care about the middle class or anybody else in America, and that is the Republican campaign. And if you want proof of it, look at the Scott answer. I didn't listen to his, but what I did was I pulled up the text of it and read it, and it's a sorry demonstration of the worst arguments the Republicans continue to make about we're not going to spend money on this and everything's a liberal whatever, and they really don't care at all about the public. They want to fool them to get elected. They want to have the power, but they don't want the responsibility. Now, instead of going into different issues, I thought we should talk a little bit about what are we going to do about voting, for example. There are legislatures passing bad laws about voting. Well, I really think we should do two things. One is, of course, fight in the court, in the legislatures. But what else should we do? Self-help. Remember how we were prepared to crawl over glass to get to the election booth when the Postal Service was going to slow down and cut back and make it harder to vote absentee? And so we worked around that. Self-help. That's what we have to do. If they don't want us giving out food at the precincts, give it out in the parking lot before people get online. Bring it yourself. If they want us to find 7 different kinds of identification, let's fight and find 7 different kinds of identification. Let's not just say, oh, well, the courts won't help us. Let's help ourselves. Whatever rule they write, we meet it. However unjust, however inaccurate, however badly intended. That is how Americans win elections. That is how they change the world. And, everybody's just going, oh, it's so bad, it's so terrible. Yes, it is. But that doesn't get us anywhere. So let's fight back. Same with these racial arguments. We should have defense attorneys in court on these cases talking about this stuff. The ACLU. We should have congressmen and women bringing actions under various federal laws and claims about how the badges of slavery exist in America, and the police are in the first ring of people who are out there violating these individual rights. So that's kind of my thinking on a Friday, kind of finishing up the week. The last thing is kind of a nice thing. I was taping interviews today for a little piece I'm putting together on the next generation and how they're going to help the environment. And there are 2 young ladies, very bright, juniors in high school or sophomores, who have been studying how bacteria can actually eat plastic. So we got bacteria eating plastic. What's the value of that? Well, you probably have the tiniest bits of plastic in your body now, because it's escaping into our water system. It's going out to the Chesapeake Bay. It's going out everywhere. And it's not just getting caught up in animals. It's getting caught up in us. And in some cases, it goes up into the atmosphere. And so these 2 young ladies are studying how we can improve the environment. And what does it mean to have gene modification and using bacteria? And what other things can we do? Thinking out of the box, if you will. And we're very lucky to have another generation that can see hope. At a time we have so many people who, they have no dreams. They have no joy. They look forward to nothing. And that separates us from them. Democracy is opportunity. Autocracy is submission of the public will. And